Hi, it's Kim Reads Urantia. So nice to be with you here. So we're going to read from the Urantia book. First, we're going to read Light the Flame by Andrew Harvey. And today, welcome to December. It's December 1st. No snow on the ground yet here in Minneapolis. So, what we're waiting maybe. I like December snow. I don't like January snow. Take away the January snow. December snow, yeah. January, February, March, no. So anyway, okay. So this is December 1st. This is by Andrew Harvey himself, the great compiler of this wonderful daily reflection book. Okay. Mary within me, O beloved, your peace and your great holy wildness. The deepest calm of contemplation with the molten courage to risk everything to put your divine will into action. Mary within me, O beloved, your peace and your great holy wildness. So I need to be right at peace within myself, and at once still this courageous force of nature that attacks the problems and the fears and faces everything. The molten courage to risk everything to put your divine will into action. So put this in me. Wow. Mary, your peace, but peace sometimes, I know, because I do this too, like go in your little cubby hole and just hunker down and go like, oh no, world. No, we have to be at once peace within ourselves and out there, putting the love into action. That's incredible. That's really great. I should write that down. I should keep that. Yep, that's where it's at. That's the yin and the yang, the marriage between yin and yang. They need each other. We need both of that, this calm knowing and this will to carry that forward. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's inspiring today. Okay. Now we can just go home. Oh, yeah. But we got to read the Urantia book. Okay. So today we are on Directors of Conduct. So we're on paper 27, section 4. Directors of Conduct. These are the angels that prepare us, the primary supernaphim, that prepare us to go out into the do whatever the service is for God. Okay, directors of conduct. Having already been fully instructed in the ethics of paradise relationships, neither meaningless formalities nor the dictations of artificial castes, but rather the inherent proprieties, the ascendant mortals find it helpful to receive the counsel of the superaphic directors of conduct, who instruct the new members of Paradise Society in the usages of the perfect conduct of the high beings who sojourn on the central isle of light and life. So, we've got this idea that, okay, once you're perfect, everything is easy. Okay, but I don't think that's true, because, you have to be wary of coming across as being, because every interaction has a life of its own. Okay, so you have to modify your communication style in accordance with the person, the entity that you are communicating with. Because remember, even if you're perfect, that being probably isn't perfect. Okay, it's probably no problem if you got two perfect beings kind of trying to get on. Okay, so, but you have to see how that person is likely to perceive you. And that can get complicated. So, to modify your communication style to meet the needs of that other person's, the imperfect being's ability to understand and communicate. So you have to modify yourself, the perfect being, and that's always incumbent on the higher, the person in authority, to modify their communication to affect the highest outcome. Yeah, of the interaction. Okay, so that's a philosophy that I don't think that we have employed in this society, in our society. The responsibility of the person in authority, even like, when you have a buying and selling relationship here, the person that's selling has the higher obligation in the relationship because you're expert on whatever it is you're selling. So you have to, and instead of being interested in your own profit, you need to be interested in genuinely satisfying that person's needs, which may not always be to your profit in the short run, but in the long run, it will be. But that's totally not what we, so we need a major philosophic shift in the way we engage in those relationships here in our society. That's just one example. Yeah. The way, right. Because we have to recognize that a lot of our interactions aren't between equals. In walking day life, yeah, people are just equals. But if you have some kind of expertise in something, like, well, I'm a teacher, I have the higher responsibility, okay, in that relationship with my students or with the people that I serve. But in business, expertise means that you have a license to profit off of the ignorance of your buyers, right? Or employers have a license to profit off of the incapacity of the laborers, because it's becoming harder and harder for labor to organize. Okay, because policies have gone in favor of business people, high-end business people, property owners. Yeah. So if you own rental units, real estate that you rent out to people, you have the higher obligation in that relationship to inform people and to help people. You have the higher obligation. See, and that's something that we're not getting. We think the market dynamics lead the way, and so then the market allows us to press the advantage of the high-end business people. And that's, and it's gone to like, what, in the 1800s, it was the Darwinian philosophy of like, yeah, this is just the will of God, that, that the no, and of the of the most fit people, the wealthiest people to succeed and have advantage over the poor people and things like this. And that's all just that leads to some very bad things. And we're seeing some of this. We're seeing this, you know. Anyway, okay, I went off on that a long time. We got to keep going. Harmony is the keynote of the central universe, and detectable order prevails on paradise. Proper conduct is essential to progress by way of knowledge through philosophy to the spiritual heights of spontaneous worship. There is a divine technique in the approach to divinity, and the acquirement of this technique must await the pilgrim's arrival on paradise. Okay, there is a divine technique in the approach to divinity. A divine technique. And the acquirement of this technique must await the pilgrim's arrival on paradise. Okay, so that's mysterious. What is this technique? I want to know. The spirit of it has been imparted on the circles of Havana, but the final touches of the training of the pilgrims of time can be applied only after they actually attain the Isle of Light. Okay. We don't know what that is, but it has a spirit that can be imparted in heaven. Okay? Yeah. So it's like, that's why I know people didn't write this book, because if it was a person, it wouldn't tell us this without telling us this. You know what I mean? It wouldn't just leave us a clue and not go and tell us what that is. That would be ridiculous, because if you've got something you want to say, you're going to say it. Here they're saying something. Well, we got to tell you there is something, but I can't tell it to you because you don't understand it. Okay. Fine. All paradise conduct is wholly spontaneous. Love that. In every sense, natural and free. Wow. So you just do whatever you want. I mean, feel just like free to just, wow. But there is still a proper and a perfect way of doing things on the Eternal Isle. That sounds contradictory. And the directors of conduct are ever by the side of the strangers within the gates, to instruct them and so guide their steps to put them at perfect ease, and at the same time to enable the pilgrims to avoid that confusion and uncertainty which would otherwise be inevitable. Only by such an arrangement could endless confusion be avoided, and confusion never appears on paradise. Okay? There's never confusion on paradise. That's good. So it's natural and free, but at the same time, we have to protect these strangers within the gates to instruct them. Okay, see, that sounds a little bit contradictory, but okay. So it's like, okay, balance, that's fine. Yeah. So, right? Okay, these directors of conduct really serve as glorified teachers and guides. They are chiefly concerned with instructing the new mortal residents regarding the almost endless array of new situations and unfamiliar usages. Notwithstanding all the long preparation, therefore, and the long journey thereto, paradise is still inexpressibly strange and unexpectedly new to those who finally attain residential status. You think you've seen everything. And then there's paradise. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I got to leave it there. I'm excited about this journey called life. All right. And I wish you all well. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Happy December. We're waiting for snow over here. Some of you I know, some of my friends I'm thinking of today, got no idea what snow is. And I got to tell you, snow can be really fun. Yeah. Yeah, there's some friends in Africa that don't know what snow is. And I have fun imagining what it would be like the first time you see snow. Okay, well, have a really good day. Okay, love you all. Bye. Gotta go here.